You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. The former Houston police captain Mark Anthony Aguirre was arrested yesterday after allegedly running a man off the road and restraining him with a gun in an attempt to prove a non-existent massive voter fraud scheme in Harris County in exchange for more than $250,000. According to an affidavit describing the incident, he was a member of a group of private citizens called Liberty Center for God and Country, and that he and his friends had been conducting 24-hour surveillance on the victim's home. The group is run by conservative activist Steve Hotze, who just last month pushed an effort to throw out 127,000 drive-thru votes in Harris County. Scott, this is the thing that Donald Trump has unleashed in this country, that Republicans have unleashed in this country, that these people think they can decide what happens. They can decide, oh, we're going to stop voter fraud. And so when you hear this, and when you hear these idiots encircling the home of the Secretary of State in Michigan, when you see the attacks here in Georgia, what we are seeing unleashed are people who think that they are above the law. In fact, they think they are the law.
Yeah. Empowered by Donald Trump and the GOP leadership. The direct connection there. It's not just reckless, it's dangerous. As the Georgia official said a week or so ago, people are going to get killed. Words matter. If Donald Trump and the GOP leadership doesn't want to be accountable for these types of bad acts, then they need to stop talking about arming people to watch the polls, about voter fraud and it being a rigged election, and stand up and protect us and fight, fight, fight. You got nuts and fools out here who take that as an approval of violence. And in Houston, your hometown, listen, this belongs on your section of crazy-ass white people. I know you got it here, but think about what they did. They surrounded the car. They put a knee on his back. They went to the police. They called the police before. They called the AG before, as if they had this superiority right to do this with no evidence whatsoever. They just got a crazy idea in their head and said, we're going to act on it. In an organized manner, he was paid $250,000 to do this, as if he was licensed under the law. He had no business doing this, and he's going to be prosecuted. He can get up to 20 years for this, but it's dangerous. It's scary. If you're black, it's scary times still for black people all over this country.
Robert?
I think it's important for African Americans in this country to exercise their Second Amendment rights at this point in time. I don't want no PlayStation for Christmas. I want ammo. If you're going, you need to join groups such as the National African American Gun Association, NAGA. You got the Black Gun Owners Association. You got the Bass Reeves Gun Club here in Atlanta. You got the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. They just got Grandmaster Jay from the NFAC. So there's an attack underway on African American Second Amendment rights. So we have to ensure that we are exercising them and that we're politically organizing around those just as everybody else, because on Saturday and Sunday right here in Atlanta, we had armed white militias roaming the streets of downtown and encircling the Capitol before early voting started to intimidate voters. And while our electors were meeting to certify our electoral college results, it only takes one of these folks to lose it before we are all in danger. You can depend on the federal government or the state government or police or anybody else, but those Jordans ain't gonna help you when these MAGAs come for you. You know, that PlayStation ain't gonna stop but 2-3 rounds before you need something else. So I think it's important for African Americans to invest in training, to invest in their Second Amendment rights. You don't need level 3+ armor. That ain't gonna stop anything past the 9mm. You need level 4 armor. You need to have a bug-out plan and a bug-out bag. You need to be ready because guess what? Scott is not going to let us come to his house to be safe. You're going to have to defend and protect yourself and your family.
You're absolutely right. But when we take up arms under the Second Amendment, what are we? We are terrorists in the eyes of the law and the government.
I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Right.
Folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.